Hey guys and girls, we're dealing with some beautiful weather out here. No, that's a lie. It's terrible. Anyways, I'm going to be getting the hood back on this thing. Off camera, I adjusted the timing some more. I moved those spark plug wires over so I'm not cranked all the way to the firewall. Anyways, I also changed the gasket on the carburetor, and I'm pretty sure that carburetor's too big. But I got rid of this style and I put the one that's more wide open, kind of like this adapter, just pretty much a wide open gasket. And it seems to be running a little better, a little more responsive. But before I put the hood on, I'm gonna take this little shock off and go down to the auto parts and see if they can get me one that's actually strong. These I bought new, you can see the sticker. You can see they still work, they're just not strong enough for that hood. So I'm gonna get this popped off real quick, and then I'm gonna head to the auto parts and hopefully come back victorious. So when I put the hood on, the hood's actually gonna stay up. And then we'll address the ones on the rear next. These I did not replace. Those suckers are huge, and this thing is heavy actually. So anyways, let's get that popped off. I don't think I can do it with one hand. Well, it broke off, but it doesn't matter because it needs to be replaced anyways. So let's go for the other side. Maybe it'll break off, maybe it'll come off properly. I don't really care if it breaks off or not, because it didn't work to begin with. Too weak. So should be able to just push that little spring up. But it didn't want to work for me on the other side. Let me get the small flat tip. See if we can push the spring out of the way. Looks like that's what they wanted you to do. Yeah, there we go. So I got that one off the right way. You just put the screwdriver up in here and you lift that out of the way, and then it releases the spring right there. You just put the screwdriver in right here and then pry up on it, and that releases the little hole it has on that nub right here, these two little pieces of metal. Anyways, I'm off to the parts store. All right. So the parts store, of course, didn't have the little shock for the hood that I need in stock. So unfortunately, I'm gonna put the hood on without it. They might arrive today, but probably tomorrow. Okay, now she's full. So, I know it's not running, but I mean, there's a lot of fluid in there now, so we'll check it when it's running later. For now, we'll work on getting that hood on. And like a fool, I didn't leave the right screws in the hood, like I should have. All right, here's what I did. See, had to move the starter out of the way so I could line up my impact to do impact things. So I got that lined up. So now all I got to do is reinstall my starter and move on to checking the other side, which the other side, you can see the bolt there. Doesn't look so bad. All right, I was able to get that motor mount tight. I was under there already. Here's the end of the bolt, if you can even see it. I don't think you can. Anyways, we got that done. Got transmission fluid in it, got the carburetor gasket changed, got the timing in a better place, I think. So we're good to go for another test drive. Got the hood on, and then I'm waiting for AutoZone. They ordered these little shocks. They were a different part number than the ones I had before, so hopefully they'll be strong enough. And those should come today or tomorrow. Pop those babies on. Won't need a video for that. I mean, all you do is you literally push them on these nubs right here and up here. So hopefully that's gonna work. And hey, we'll be putting this thing on the road soon enough. I don't know which truck I was driving or car whenever I got this stuff. Oh, there's the switch. So there's the switch that I need to fix right here for the light switch. It's not supposed to be like that. This one works, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't know how it breaks like that just sitting there, but you know, the hot Texas sun, a couple of years, might have been hitting right on it, you know, right on the switch itself, and might have broke it somehow. I still don't see how that could happen, but it's like the spring fell out of it or something. So who knows? But I'm gonna take this thing for a test drive again, and you know, that'll probably be the end of this video. So I'll bring you in for more whenever I get it legal and I can take it on the highway, you know, legally, and driving it down the road and all that stuff. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see what's going on. I got a few people interested in the Fiero, so I might be selling that soon. And then I'm gonna work on my truck. I got the new fan, because remember I robbed the fan to put on the Camaro, so there's the new fan. And I got the spacer on my coffee table in the house. Anyways, catch you next time. Hey guys and girls, Rusty here. It's very cold outside, like 20 something degrees. I'm about to start cleaning up my garage so I can pull that Camaro in. And I got this motorcycle the other day. We'll bring that up on a different video, but it's gonna need a new clutch line. It actually has like a, let me see if I can show you. It actually has a small leak, but I've discovered they are replaceable. So it has a small leak up here before the fitting. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. See if I can get the lighting right for you. Turn it around. Oh yeah, you can see it there. See, the line is came loose. And I think behind this little cover is where this this rubber line has a hard fitting at the end, and that screws into another thing. So I think I can get the correct adapter and it won't be an issue. But let me hit the clutch a couple times. You see it seeping out there? I don't know if it's focusing or not, but it just seeps out like a couple of drips each time you know, like maybe like one drop every time you pull the clutch. But it's not gonna get better, especially when you're turning the wheel, right? So we're gonna fix that. For the Camaro, I know the carburetor's too big, but I switched it with that other one. Didn't really get the results I wanted, so I got a new distributor. It's not a, you know, the best brand, but it is an SL. So it's not like it's the grade A Chinesium. It's actually a decent distributor for about $100. Ordered that on Amazon. If you want to know exactly what it is, that's what it is. 59130 SL performance distributor. We'll see about that, but it should be better. I have always suspected that distributor on that car might be the problem, or one of the problems, so I'm going to address that soon. But first we got to get this area cleaned up. All right, if you guys have done any type of mechanic work, you know how it goes. You buy something at AutoZone and it doesn't work, see? And I thought that was going to be the case here with this fitting over the nub correctly, like it did on the top. Let's see if I can get you in close to see that. So see, it's supposed to fit on, and the little spring metal is supposed to go under the groove here, and that's not what's happening down here. So I tested it on the other side. Turns out if we just do a little bit of, you know, hammer time, we can get that baby in there properly. So it barely fits. It's not the right part apparently, but you can make it work. That's the way these things go. So I got this here handy dandy punch for removing bearing races, I guess. Get this down as flush as I can. Guess that's all she's gonna give me. Then right here with this bad boy, and I knock that tab down until it goes into the groove. It's not perfect, but you see that one went in. Now this one, that one did not go in, and the other one popped out. Too bad I'm not left-handed because everything's in the way here, so hopefully I don't hit my fingers. Trying to show you. Yeah, that did it. All right, one more. There we go. Now, that one's gonna be a total pain to remove, but hopefully I don't have to do that anytime soon. It's in there. And the old hood is opening and closing like it should now. You can see it's holding itself up. Vital to me removing that carburetor and the distributor again. So I tell you, it was being a real pain to have to put a stick in the middle every time. Let's do a functionality test here. Even from halfway down, it wants to go up. Perfect. And it's got enough. I forgot to get something out of the way. Also, this carburetor's too tall. Get that out of the way. I'll go back to that 750 when I test that new distributor, because that carburetor's just too tall. There you go. She's shut. Now we gotta do is pop it open and see if it's gonna work right. I already tested it. Yeah. That's good enough for now. Just give her the one hand, see, you know, one jazz hand, one working hand. You know jazz people don't work. Come on now. They're just having fun, right? Okay, on to the next thing. my fuel hose isn't quite long enough, so I'm going to use this old fuel pressure gauge. And I got my hose clamps. And I'm going to put that, you know, on this fuel hose going up to this carburetor, because this one doesn't quite reach. Also, put it here so it doesn't start leaking gas. Also, I'm going to go ahead and set the float level without trying to start the car. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to open that up, because this one doesn't have the little sight on the side. Not like this Holly did, right? Where she's got this little sight glass on the side. So on this one, you got to open up that little screw and then, you know, shake the car and see if the gas is going to come out. So it'll be right at that level, right? Anyways, we got electronic fuel pump, so we're going to go ahead and turn that fuel pump on and watch it fill up, and maybe it'll be right at the right spot. You never know. But that's how we're going to set that. So that's what I'm going to be going for right now. So we'll get back at the time lapse. Trying to make this quick. I know you want to see the action. I think it's going to run great. New distributor, new carburetor, new allergies maybe, who knows. All right, I'll bring you back in here once we try to start firing it.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
All right, I got the electric fuel pump going. We're holding at like 5 psi, and got everything hooked up, tightened down. Distributor's in a place I think is pretty close. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to start it. Keep in mind, I don't have any water in the radiator. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to start this baby, and then if I get it running smooth, I'm gonna shut it down and then go buy some antifreeze, and then we'll go from there. Alright, got a little camera angle going. Engine's on. Throttle returns back to 0. I got my screwdriver to adjust the air fuel mixtures, etc. Let me go ahead and clean everything off of here. And that float seems to be fine just the way it is, but things will change once the engine's running. It might be a little low, or it might be fine. So I'm thinking it's going to be fine. If it's fine while it's sitting there with the electric fuel pump going, with the mechanical fuel pump and electric fuel pump pushing fuel when the engine's running, it should be able to keep up, right? That's my logic on that. Anyways, let's see if it'll start. Cranking it now. Let me try that again. Okay. Timing might not be just quite right, because I mean, I was monkeying with that distributor I thought was bad. Oh, my power wire's in, everything's in. Maybe it needs a lot more advancement. Yeah, that's what she wants. Let's give it a little more. Pretty much exactly how it was behaving before. I'm going to go ahead and open up the garage doors so we don't get all fumed up here. Could also be that old gas is coming back to haunt me, but I just don't think so. see if it'll restart. Might be if those plugs are just too cold. Maybe we got a vacuum leak on the adapter, because I'm not getting any adjustment out of the air idle mixture screws, and that could be an indication that we have a big vacuum leak. So that might be the case, guys. That might be the case indeed. In any event, let me turn it back on one more time and then back it out of here. I'm thinking that's what my problem is. I might have to pull the carburetor up and tighten those lower ones. Or I might have to go with this different adapter. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, definitely the timing's too advanced and the idle's all out of whack. Let's see if I can push this back a little further. I'm actually gonna give the the car a little bit of time to cool down. And then I'm going to just fill it up with water real quick. That way I can determine if it's got any mechanical issues due to the freezing weather. Then I'll go buy radiator fluid, antifreeze, if it turns out that the car doesn't have any leaks in the cooling system. Engine's running pretty decent now. I went ahead and filled it up with water, and it doesn't appear to have any leaks, so we're good there. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change the spark plugs because I'm not getting a lot of adjustment out of the carburetor, and it feels just pretty much unresponsive. So maybe those real short spark plugs aren't going to work with 305. So I'm going to put the ones I had in it before back in there. They ran great, so we're going to see if that does the trick. If not, I don't know. Maybe something's messed up, but I hope not. And it could still just be that old fuel, but it was running a little spicier before with the old fuel. So I'm thinking that those spark plugs are just getting fouled out because they're too cold. So we'll see what happens. Well, there wasn't really going to be any good view for you, but here's the spark plugs that I'm putting in. All of the 8 spark plugs were running really rich. Let me get to some little bit better lighting here. So this is the spark plugs that were in there. I tried to do something and get a shorter one so it cleared the headers and not to burn the wires off. Anyways, this is what we're going to go to. You see I lined up the portion it's going to go flush to the head. So you can see it's going to stick inside the combustion chamber like another 3/16 of an inch, maybe 1/4 inch. And all I got to do is get the new ones in. I got all the old ones out. So that's what we're going with here, and then I'm hoping I'll have some success after I turn it on again. All right, here we go. Gonna try to fire it up. Probably need to tighten that distributor just a little more so that when I find the right spot, it'll basically stay. This longer 9/16 inch, where is it? I know I had one here somewhere. Maybe not. Okay. Just gonna make do with this one, guys. Just give me a little half of a turn. So that'll be a little, yeah, that's a little bit. All right, I got the new spark plugs in. I verified all the wires were still good. So let's see what difference that makes. I gotta fix that ignition. It's getting annoying having to start it over here every time, but that's the way she goes. Let's see what happens. just do the old restart test. If it restarts, it's probably pretty good. Let's see. I'd say the timing's probably too retarded. Okay, go a couple degrees. When you're squealing the belts, you know you got it. I'm gonna adjust that carburetor a little bit more, but I think we're pretty much there. Gotta find my air cleaner. I don't know where it's gone, but I need to put it on. Here we go. Got my little air cleaner. Probably need to get a new element, but it's gonna float this time. I probably should go with the shorter rod. Maybe not. Get some shorter all thread or cut that off. That's not the end of the world. I guess it's not hitting. Can't do it. So that's what I'll do. Let me get the cut it off with a nut on, and you can unscrew the nut and fix the thread. Let me see. Am I in frame here? So I'm going to leave this on so when I cut it off I can unscrew the threads. That'll probably work. Having built up an enough air pressure yet. I'm gonna keep going. Starting to get hot. Looks pretty good. All right, so all you gotta do is screw this out. A little bit of thread messing up, but not too bad. Let's see if I can't ride off into the sunset. I'm just gonna go around the corner. All right, running much better than before. So I'm gonna see if it restarts, and if it does, we're gonna call this part of it done until I run out all the old gas, which is still looking kind of yellow whenever I change that carburetor. So wish me luck. Also, I'm thinking maybe it doesn't need the vacuum advance. Alright, I think we did pretty good on this one. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Get my vacuum port off the ground here. My vacuum plug, I should say. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and we're going to start getting back on my other vehicle, specifically the C10. Want to get that back in action. Yeah, that's seeming pretty good. So this old Camaro is coming along. See you on the next one.